Okay, let's go ahead and start in our child's pose. So remember to adjust those knees out toward the width of your mat and start with those toes tucked under, and then add some movement as you sit your hips toward your heels and start working your torso toward the floor. And then your rib cage moves from side to side, get some length through the side waist. Then we keep working the hands forward until the forehead comes to rest. Then as we stretch those fingertips to the front, we're reaching our armpits toward the floor. That nice lengthening through the spine. And we'll take a breath there. Then just shift your hips a little bit so you can tuck your toes under and gently move your hips back toward your heel space. And then shift your hips a little bit there. Then we'll take our right arm and release it to our lower back space, feeling that shoulder release toward the right thigh. And then our left fingertips are going to crawl off the mat to the right side. And then we're lengthening from that left hip bone all the way to your fingertips, really sending the sits bones back, lengthening the arm over. So now we're getting a little deeper into that ribcage space. And then we'll take that left hand and walk it back to the middle. We'll move the left hand behind the back, letting it rest. We'll sweep that right arm forward. Then curl those right fingertips over to the left, lengthening into that corner as far as you can, but then reaching that right sits bone back. Just enjoying that nice side body stretch. Full inhale and exhale. And then that right hand will move back to the middle. Left hand will follow. Reaching your hands forward, spread your fingertips wide, shift your hips forward. Move your knees in underneath your hips, tuck your toes. Now, reach your rib cage through toward your thighs, then lift your knees and keep reaching your ribs through. Make sure you're wrapping those triceps away. And then lift your tailbone, feel your heels just start to lengthen toward the floor. That first stretch of the morning feels like the back of those legs really need that movement. You breathe, inhale, and exhale. Then we'll lift those heels up. As you bring your knees in, just allow them to hover off the floor in that table position. Finding that nice core, reaching through the top of the head. Then we'll press off the floor again. Lift those hips down dog. Feel those heels reaching toward the floor again. Active press off those fingertips. Then lift the heels. Let those knees hover, toning that core space. Full length through the back of the neck. One more time. Press, lift those hips down dog. Feel those heels reach. Index finger and thumb should feel like they get a deeper press than the other fingers. Then we'll lift our heels. Let those knees hover one more time. Make sure your shoulders stay straight over your wrists. Turn those biceps forward. Then gently lower your knees to the floor. Keeping your right knee as is, send your left toe to the back. Shoulders are away from the ears as we find that full length through the back of the neck. Then we'll lift that left heel up, pressing the heel like it's trying to touch the back wall. Then we'll take that right arm and it's going to reach out to the side body. Palm is facing down there. So we should feel that muscles of that rib cage on that right side tone in. And then we'll tap that left toe down. You push it off the floor. Take your right fingertips to the sky. Then bring your fingertips behind your ear and nudge your right elbow up toward the sky. Starting to get deeper into front shoulder and chest. Then those right fingertips will reach back up to the ceiling, inhale. Then we'll sweep that right arm underneath and let it soften toward the floor, bringing the right side of your head down. Then slide your left fingertips forward, reaching them over the top of your head. See if you can just settle into that right shoulder. So now we're getting some space for that outer shoulder. We breathe, inhale, and exhale. Then we'll move that left hand back in. As you push off your left hand, just sweep your right fingertips to the sky. Then take that right hand and bring it down to the floor. Turn those biceps, step your right toe back, find your plank pose. Nice toned belly space, full length through the back of the neck. Then press away from the back, lift your hips to down dog. Look back at your toes. Then we lift both heels, we hover the knees underneath for that balanced table. Palms feel like they're pulling toward your knees. Then we tap the knees down. We let the left knee stay as is. The right toe sends back, goes to the back wall. Lift the heel, flex the ankle, push it away. Try to keep your hips nice and even here. Left arm moves out to left side wall. Find that core balance there. Left toes might lift if that works for you. Then the right toes come to the floor. You push off your right hand. Left arm reaches to the sky. Then those fingertips behind the ear again. Try to nudge that elbow up. Create that space. Hold on your inhale and exhale. Then the left fingertips come up back to the ceiling. We thread that needle underneath. Left shoulder releases. Left side of head relaxes. Make sure your neck and jaw still relax as you reach your right fingertips over the top of your head. So your biceps over your ear. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Then that right hand will move back in under right shoulder. Press away, left fingertips reach to the sky. Nice. Then that left hand comes down. That right toe is still in the back of the mat. Turn those biceps forward. Step that left foot back onto your plank. Exhale, press up and through down dog. Then inhale, come forward to plank. Here we bring our knees to the floor. Lower the toes under. Gently soften the hips down. Take a breath at the bottom, inhale. Then on your exhale, slide your hands forward, lift out the top of your head. If you need to release your wrist, press back the hands together. Now get those elbows nice and active, pulling back toward the sideways. Top of the head is lifted, the top of the feet is pushing down. Then we turn to look to the right. And then we look forward. We turn and look to the left. And we look forward. Then we lower the rib cage to the floor, slide the hands to the side waist again, tone the belly space. Exhale, press off the floor, lift the hips, then lift the knees and press through to your down dog. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward toward the front of the mat. Walk fingertips and toes to the front, settling your feet hip distance apart. Try to spread your toes out, soften your chest to your thighs, let your arms fold over the top of your head. Enjoy that forward fold. Then bring your hands to your shins, lift your tailbone, lengthen your spine, nice flat back. Then again, give your knees some softness. Bring your hands to your thighs. Now, tucking your chin and tucking your tailbone to a cat spine away from your thighs. Rounding that spine. Then lift your rib cage, lift your gaze, lower the ribs toward the knees for cow spine, lifting the tailbone. Then press away, round cat. Release down cow. Press away, round cat. Release down cow. This time that press round is going to bring us all the way up to our standing mountain. Shoulders pull away, fingertips reach toward the floor. We find that length. I cut my head off in the video. A little bit. Inhale, fill it up. Feel that nice lift out of the side waist. Slowly open the chest as you let those elbows drop out to the side. Gaze moves toward the ceiling. Goddess pose. Inhale, we reach up top. Bring fingertips together, hands move to heart space. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we lift our hips to lengthen the back of the legs. Then as you re-bend your knees, step your left foot to the back. Right toes move forward, right knee over right ankle. Tap your left knee to the floor and do that look forward. Then push away from your right foot, lift your left knee, and press off your right leg, start to lengthen the back of that right leg. So now right hand can move up onto your thigh, or you can use your blocks under your hands for this, if that works better for you. Then we bend that right knee again. That left knee is going to land all the way down, dropping the toes under. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Send your left hip forward. Take those shoulders back. Feel that lengthening through the front of the left hip. To get a little more depth to it, press down the top of that left foot. Take your right fingertips, reach to the sky. Stretch or reach them over to that left side. Turn your right palm, look underneath. Then exhale, that right arm comes up to the sky, left arm joins it. Then we reach our thumbs back, still sending left hip forward, a little deeper now with those arms up. Inhale, bring fingertips to both sides of right foot. Tuck your left toe, lift your left knee. Take that left heel and drop it open. Now feel your feet actively pressing away from the floor as you bring your right elbow onto your right thigh. Take your left fingertips, sweep them up and over your ear. Now we're lifting out of that rib cage, finding that full length of the left side body. One more inhale. Then that left arm is going to pull to the back wall. Take that left shoulder, stack it over your left hip, then release your right arm forward. Shoulders away from ears, but strong arms for warrior two. Then push off your right foot, reach up top. Gentle warrior. Lift your left heel, turn and face the front of the mat, bring your fingertips to the floor. Press off your right foot, send your hips back. Spring your left foot to the front, finding that hip distance space. Then we fold. Breath inhale. Exhale, hands to shins, lengthen flat back. Really lift that tailbone, then extend it back as you reach to the top of your head. Then we re-bend the knees, bring the hands to the thighs, tuck the chin, press round cat spine. Release the cow spine, look forward. This time we tuck round, we come all the way up, the shoulders pull away, we find our mountain. Inhale, we fill it up. Exhale, elbows drop out wide, goddess. Little back bend there. Inhale, reach up, fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, we fold. Again, we lift the hips to get that length through the back of the legs again. Halfway lift, and your hands can move up if that accommodates your body better. Bend into your knees, step your right foot back. Wiggle into space. So left shin straight up, right heel reaching away. Then we tap that right knee down to that little peek forward. Then we lift that right heel. Push away from the floor with your left leg. Try to lift out of that left hip. Left hand can move up to that thigh. You can put your hands on blocks, wherever this position works for you. Just breathe into that hamstring space. We still want that spine to be long here. Then we'll bend that left knee again. This time that right knee will come all the way down. You'll drop your toes under. Hands move to left thigh. We get a little bit of a back bend as we reach the front of the right hip forward. Top of right foot presses into the floor to increase that stretch to the front of the hip. And then the left fingertips reach to the sky. They stretch over to the right side. Turn your palm, look underneath. Hold, inhale. Exhale, that left hand comes back to the floor. Right hand comes down. We tuck the right toe, lift that right knee. Move your left forearm to the thigh, drop that right heel open. Actively press away from the floor with your feet. Sweep your right arm up and over your ear. The palm opens. You're looking toward the side, lengthening that right side. Lifting out of the rib cage so the weight is off that left elbow. It's not a lot of weight there. We breathe, inhale. Then we push off that left foot, take our right shoulder, stack it over the right hip. Right arm to the back, left arm forward, shoulders off here. So warrior two. Make those legs strong, reach through those fingertips. Push off your left foot, reach up tall, gentle warrior. Lift your right heel, turn face the front of your mat. Fingertips to the floor. This time we shift the weight forward, step that left foot back, and we come back to that nice plank pose. Toning that belly space. Exhale, press up and through, down dog. Heels reaching toward the floor. Inhale, come forward. Lift your heels high. Bend your knees deeply. Hover them off the floor. Nice tone core space. Then we tap the knees to the floor. Slide the left toe to the back. Reach the right arm to right side wall. Lift left toes. Maybe right toes lift as well. Hold inhale. Tap left toe down. Press away from the ground with your left hand. Right arm reaches to the sky. Then that right shoulder comes under. We thread that needle. Right side of the head relaxes. Chin off the chest. Left fingertips reach over the ear. Then we brace into the core. Maybe this time that left toe lifts up. Flex reaches to the back wall. Maybe left fingertips lift. Your choice there. Hold inhale. Left toes come down. Left hand slides under left shoulder. Press away. Right shoulder sweeps to the sky. Then that right shoulder comes back down underneath. Right hand under shoulders. Step your right foot back, find that plank. Strong center, press away from the ground. Lift those hips down, dog. Feel those heels sink in toward the floor. Inhale, lift your heels. Come forward to plank. Nice and tone through that belly space. Knees down if you like, elbows in. Hips soften, shoulders back, drop your toes. Either those elbows move back out front, or you press up your hands, lift your top of the head to the sky. You can go cobra, up dog, whatever is working best for you at this moment. Deep inhale. Exhale, we lower the ribcage, move the hands to the side, waist, elbows in, tone belly. Press away from the ground, lift your hips and heart, then lift your knees, and then press through, down dog. Breathe, inhale. Side away, exhale. Inhale, we look forward, front of the mat. Hands and toes move to the front. Fold the arms, let the chest hang heavy. So we're engaging our inner thighs here, soles of feet pulling in. Hands to shins, flat back, we lengthen. Fingertips can find the floor if you have that full length there. Soften the knees, hands to thighs, tuck your chin, round cat. Release cow. This time that cow's spine presses away from the thighs, comes all the way up. We find our mountain. Engage those feet again. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, open to goddess. Inhale, reach. Hands to heart. Exhale, we fold. We prep, lengthening the back of the legs, lifting the tailbone. Then bend both knees, step that left foot back. Lower left knee to the floor, drop the toes. Sweep your fingertips to the sky, reach your arms back. Reaching the front of that left hip forward. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, fingertips to floor. Left toe tucks under. You lift that left knee and then drop that heel flat. Move your right forearm to your right thigh. Sweep your left arm up and over your ear side angle. Maybe that right elbow moves away from the knee, encouraging that core space. And then the left arm pulls to the sky, bringing your shoulder up. And then right arm forward, left arm back, shoulders release, warrior two. Strong active feet. Push away from the ground with your right foot, reach up tall, gentle. Lift left heel, rotate hips to the front of the room. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Shift your weight, step that right foot back. Exhale, press up and through, down dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees deeply, hover them off the floor, balance table. Knees tap to the floor. Right foot goes to the back. Left arm reaches to side wall. Lift right toes, maybe left toes. Long spine with brace. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Right toes to the floor. Push up right hand, left arm to the sky. Then here's that threading of the needle. Left shoulder comes on. We lower left side of calf. Shin space. Right fingertips move over the top of your ear. Brace your core. Maybe your right toes lift. That heel is flexing, reaching to back wall. Maybe your right fingertips lift as well. Can you find that center? Hold it. Right fingertips, right toes down. Right hand underneath. Push away. Take your left fingertips, sweep to the sky. Left hand down to the mat. Turn those biceps forward, step your left foot back. Exhale, press up and through down dog. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Look forward, hands and toes, front of your mat. Settle your feet, spread your toes, fold. Hands to shins or floor, lengthen flat back. Bend your knees, hands to thighs, cat spine away. Cow spine, drop your ribs toward your knees. Then tuck, press, round, all the way up, find your mountain. Inhale, we fill it up. Exhale, we open to God. Inhale, we reach. Hands to heart. Exhale, we fold. Again, we prep, lengthening the back of the legs. And then we soften the knees, bring that right foot to the back. Move into your space first. And then lower that right knee to the floor. Drop the toes on. Left foot gets nice and strong as we sweep the arms up. The right hip continues to reach forward. We look to the sky. Exhale, fingertips back to the floor. Tuck your right toe. Push the heel away to lift the knee. Drop that right heel flat. Move left forearm to left thigh. Right fingertips sweep. Reach up and over. Side anchor. Strong active right side is pushing away. Maybe that left elbow moves off the thigh. Hold, inhale. Then use your push off your left foot. First, take that right shoulder, lift it up, stack it over your right hip. Then drop that right arm behind the left fingertips forward. Left knee is reaching toward your pinky toe. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, push off the floor with your left foot, reach up tall, gentle warrior. Lift your right heel, rotate to the front of your right. Bring fingertips to the floor. Weight shifts forward, left foot steps back, we find our plank. Beautiful. Exhale, press up and through to down dog. Inhale out to your plank. Choose knees or toes, elbows in, hips soften. Your variation here, up dog, cobra, or sphinx. Inhale, lower down. Tone that core space, knees or toes. Press away from the ground, strong spine. And press lift to down dog. Pedal your heels, peeking under each arm. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale, side away. Here, I want you to walk your toes to about the middle of your mat. Then walk your hands back to your toes. Let your chest drop heavy. Release your arms. Then bring your hands up onto your knees. So knees are bent. You will lengthen the spine. Drop the hips down. Lift your heart forward. So we're in our chair pose here. We'll take those arms out front. Feel the inner thighs and the soles of the feet pulling in. Push away from the ground, reach up top. So I just want to warm those hip muscles a little bit there. We have that full lift through the sides of the waist. Here, you're going to bring your weight to your left foot. Soften the left knee, move your hands to your heart. Keeping those shoulders away. Right foot moves into tree pose. Now you can have it low to
toward the floor so that you can get that tap down when needed, or move that foot into your inner thigh. Trying to still square your hips forward. Find your center and feel free to move your hands out. Make branch shapes with them if you prefer. Maybe you gently move your gaze upward to challenge that tree. Then we move hands back to heart center. That right foot slides across the top of the left knee. Flex that right ankle and drop into your tail. This is why I warmed up those chair muscles. Sit deep into your hips. Figure 4 chair. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Now slowly start trying to lower your chest closer to that right shin. Maybe you can put elbows on the shin. Then we release the arms, we lift all the way up, step that right foot down. Bring hands to heart. And we're gonna rock your feet or shake your legs, wiggle your hips, whatever your body needs right there. Then we'll take one more inhale. We'll settle into those strong legs again. We'll reach our fingertips to the sky. We're lifting and lengthening that right side first. Then we bring hands to heart. We give that right knee a little bit of softness. Find that focal point that works for you. Bring your left foot onto your right calf, ankle, or inner thigh for your tree pose. Then try to square your hips with your shoulders. Reach that left knee out to the side. Breathe, inhale. Remember to try not to stand directly on the inside of the knee. If a change in arms works better for you, feel free to bring those arms out. If you're feeling nice and steady, try to slowly lift your gaze up toward the sky. Then move hands back to heart. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Left knee still reaching out. Then we slowly start dropping into the sits bones, keeping the heart lifted. Balanced chair, figure 4 chair. Turning into that belly space. Try to drop the tailbone, maybe lower the ribs down toward the thigh, maybe bring in elbows to shin. One more inhale. Sweep your arms up, press off right foot, step left foot down. Let it go. Shake up those legs, nice job. Here we'll start softening our joints like ragdoll, right? So we lifting your heel on each side so that when you sway those hips and knees, they don't come across a locked ankle. And then we let the head hang heavy, gently let those arms now drop toward the floor, nice and loose here. Then we'll bring our fingertips down, step back so that you can bring your knees down. Lower your hips over to one side, then bring your legs around. Beautiful. We'll be towards the front of our mat with our hips. Bring your knees with you, gently roll to your spine. Let your shoulders flatten and widen, and then grab your kneecaps and work some nice circles through those hips. And then go the other way. Then we'll drop our arms out to the side. You'll take your right knee, cross it over your left, just like you're sitting cross-legged. And then your right shin is going to pull that left knee over toward your right elbow. Now, if that weight of your right leg on that left thigh is too much, uncross. Breathe into that space. Just feel a nice stretch through that lower back across that left hip. Left shoulder remains flat. Inhale. Exhale. Now take that right leg, uncross it over your left, and then pull your knees back to center.
Flat shoulders, left leg crosses over right. Legs are squeezed tight together. Then that left leg is going to lift that right leg, draw it over toward your left elbow. Right shoulder stays flat as you look over it. Keeping that right shoulder blade flat. Let those legs drop. You should feel that nice outer right hip. And again, as always, if that's too much, you'll uncross that left leg. Let that right knee drop over and you can use your hand there instead of that left leg. So listen to your body. See what works best for it. One side of your body might have more availability than the other, right? Inhale. And exhale. Then we uncross left leg if it's not. Bring the knees back to center. Hug your knees to your chest, breath inhale. Exhale. Then any of your toes to sky poses. Dead bug. Happy baby, knees out wide, reaching toward toes, adding that side to side rock. Or toes to the sky, supported shoulder stand. Feel free to place a block underneath your hips here. That's a nice option as well. But we just want to feel our bodies sink heavy into the mat. There should be no effort to any of these poses. Long inhale. Long exhale. Then we'll gently lower the toes to the floor. Maybe you drop your knees out wide in butterfly pose. Or bring your knees together for knee knot pose. Or extend your legs out to the corners for your corpse pose. Remember, corpse pose can be done with your knees bent as well. A little safer for any lower back issues there. Maybe your palms are out to the side or on your belly or over your head. But we want those shoulder blades to remain wide and relaxed. The back of the neck is long, the jaw is soft. Inhale moves through the nose and moves out through the nose as well. Filling the lungs with each inhale. Emptying with each exhale. With your next breath, bring movement back to fingertips and toes, ankles and wrists. Then we'll step our knees in, gently rock them from side to side. Then bring your knees in one at a time. Give them that nice hug squeeze, releasing that lower back space. You can take this pose either over to the side and then move up from there, or just tuck your hands behind your knees, soften your chin in, and rock up from there. I'll find any seat that feels best to us at this moment. Let those shoulder blades release down and back. Lift long through the side waist as you inhale. Exhale, fingertips to sky. Inhale, hands move to heart center. And it's with that gentle bow forward that we say namaste. And very nice. Well, everyone get out and enjoy this lovely sunshine this morning.